Hi folks, clearly not ZeeZee, I'm her husband, I'm Lucky. And the reason that you guys are hearing from me today as opposed to her is because today's actually her birthday. And what we decided was she was actually going to take the day off and I was going to do everything she normally does, including taking care of the kids and everything that we have to do as a family. And that also includes the videos that she puts out to you guys every Wednesday. So that's why you're hearing from me today. So I know she talks to you guys about ways to keep your relationships together, so I'm going to do the same thing since I'm filling in for her today, and I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of gratitude to relationships. Now, I've learned that if you want to be happy in your relationship, you just have to learn to be grateful. And a couple of years ago, I listened to this TED Talk that was about gratitude, and what this talk focused on was the fact that if you want to be happy, you just have to be grateful. And I know that sounds simple enough, but it's really not that simple. See, the thing is, the mistake most people make in relationships is that they expect the person that they're with to be their source of happiness. And this is a normal mistake that we all make. But here's the problem. There's a lot of things that we have in our lives that are meant to make us happy. Material things, our children. But sometimes we have these things and we're not happy. And in as much as husbands or wives might be better than these things, there's also no guarantee that they will be a source of happiness for you as well. Now, on the flip side, we also know of people who don't have much, who have experienced tragedies in life, and yet when you meet them, they're radiating with happiness. And if you ask yourself, why is this? The answer is because they choose to be grateful. So, the truth is, it's not happiness that makes us grateful. It's gratitude that makes us happy. It's not being happy with everything your spouse does for you that will make you grateful. It's being grateful for your spouse that will make you a happy person. Now, there's a scripture in the Bible, in the book of Proverbs, that talks about a wife being a good thing that causes favor from God to fall upon a man. And we're usually grateful when we receive favors. I know I personally am, especially when it's things that we have no control over. And if we choose to look at our partners, our spouses, our husbands as a gift, right? Then we can see a reason why we should be grateful for them, right? And that's how I choose to look at my wife, ZeeZee. She is certainly a gift from God to me. And anytime you have someone who loves you and cares for you and is willing to spend their life with you, no matter how rough the journey is, you have to see that person as a gift from God. And that is reason to be grateful. Now, that person didn't just happen to show up in your life. They showed up in your life at the right place at the right time, without you having too much control over your circumstances. And those are enough reasons to always be grateful. And the thing is, there's a lot of uncertainties in life, and we don't know when life is going to be over. We don't know when things are going to change for us, when our circumstances are no longer going to be in our favor. So anytime you have a reason to be grateful, you just have to take advantage of that reason to be grateful. And we just have to, because of that, live in each moment, because we have no assurance that you're ever going to have that moment ever again. And we have to realize that every moment we have with our partners are moments that are pregnant with so many possibilities. And there are many of these moments that are given to us. And we just have to choose to avail ourselves to these moments. We can't miss those opportunities. And that's why I believe that the key to our happiness is actually in our own hands. And I'm not saying that you have to be grateful for everything. I mean, realistically, you can be grateful for violence, infidelity, and some of the things that happen in relationships. But what you can do is you can be grateful in every moment. And this is one of the core teachings of Christianity, right? I mean, we're taught as Christians that we should be grateful in all circumstances, and regardless of how those circumstances change. And this is what you would see in people who actually have good relationships. That's just a choice that they're making. They're just choosing to be grateful in every circumstance. And even if you're in a not so good a relationship, there's always the next opportunity, and the next opportunity, and the next opportunity. And like I said, we just have to learn to live in the moment. We have to learn to believe in the possibilities of the future. Going back to the Bible again, it seems like the book of Deuteronomy was actually focused on making the Israelites realize that they need to remember God for who God was to them, not what their current circumstances were. So that leads to the question of how do you live gratefully with your partner, your spouse? And it really boils down to you just choosing to take advantage of every moment that you have, to live in that moment and doing it now, not later, doing it right now. Every opportunity you have to be a blessing to them, choose to take advantage of that opportunity, respond to that opportunity to make them happy, to meet a need that he or she might have. And this is what we have chosen to do. This is what ZeeZee and I have chosen to do. This is how we live our lives. And this is how I choose to also celebrate her this day. That's her birthday. I'm choosing to take this moment to stop the things that I am doing, to show her gratitude, to be grateful for her, to give her an opportunity to take a break from all the different things that she gets to do. So please join me in celebrating my wonderful wife, who I am very, very grateful for. The woman who causes me to be happy because of all the reasons that I see that I'm grateful for her. Thanks for putting up with me for just a couple of minutes today, and ZeeZee will be back with you guys next week. God bless. Have a good day.